All right, this is my first journal. I'm making it for my niece. Like some actual blank pages to write on. Got a little pocket here. Made a little, I don't know, bookmark thingy. That's the next page. It's not actually a pocket. I realized afterwards that I probably should have glued this the other way, because unfortunately every time you turn the page it kind of flops over. That's the bookmark I made. This particular paper was an experiment with dyeing with cinnamon. The cinnamon didn't actually color very well, but it did make these speckles. The rest of the colors are done with paint. Another little pocket. And this is the bookmark. That's some Clear Rock Candy crackle paint. And then the other side, you can see, is some 3D. Having fun with stencils and various distress media. I used the stencils, but I tried to use them sparingly. I think this is essentially the middle of the book. I was pretty pleased at how this page turned out. I used a combination of watercolor, Inktense, and some acrylic throughout the book. I think this is mostly watercolor on this page. This is a cute little 4-part pocket thingy I saw a tutorial for on YouTube. It's actually really easy to make. These are more of that page I made. They're all two-sided with the distress crackle paint on one side. It's really kind of hard to see. It takes a lot of the distress media to get it to crackle, so I'm not really super happy with it. It looks neat on video. It looks really glittery. And there's the other side of that. Some texture paste there, some, what's it called? Modeling paste. And then also a little bit more of the crackle paste on top of that. Some of this is kind of experimenting. And then that gold there, that's probably the first stenciling that I've done that came out halfway decent, so I was pretty proud of that. This is a tag from a company I bought something from that I thought was very pretty, so I just trimmed it and rounded the corners. And then this is just on a little bit of leftover painting from some of the book, actually. And then I just folded it in half, glued it together, made yet another bookmark, I guess. Some little bits of leftover painting. This and the other one are from a calendar, and I just did a little bit of coloring on top. This is part of the experiment where I was trying to dye the pages with cinnamon. I think I may have also used paprika. They really didn't color very well. I am not really sure how I got this texture. I wish I did know, because I like it. It's very subtle, and I think it's very pretty. and I wish I knew how I got it so I could replicate it. I might just have to try playing around with it. I know that I took these papers and I dipped them into a bucket of water that had the colorant in it and let it sit. I wanted to avoid using any coffee or tea because those are very acidic and those are going to age your paper. Early attempts at stenciling, oh well. This is 1/3 of an envelope. I didn't really put anything in it, but I thought it was too pretty to not use. I used the card later on. This is a shiny 3D feather, which I glued lightly so it would stick up. Some really bad stenciling, but I get better. This is using the modeling paste, and then I played with it to give it various textures. The rest of the envelope. Fun with washi tape. Some more of that paper with that neat little texture. This page is intentionally left blank. And there's the card that I used. Comes from the envelope. It's a neat little card I've been saving for a long time. Just as a little subtle note, I used the cutout there. It's like a little preview of the card to come. Same reason I did the cutouts there. It's a preview of this page here, and these are flip up experiments with the flip up pages and some lace at the top. A little bit of gold on there. This was just some fun freehanding I did with paint, acrylic paint, and then I folded it over to get the reverse image there, and I kind of liked it. I thought it looked a little bit like fake Japanese calligraphy, which my niece likes, so maybe she'll like that page. A lot of these are watercolor pencil and then spritzed with water and allowed to run and blend. And then these are usually, when pages like this are wet, I'll take another page and on top, and that's what these are. And then this is kind of the end of the book. It's the other side of the card, and I thought it was a nice end to the book. And then all that's left to do is to put the cover on, and I'm working on getting, I have the chipboard cut out. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with the cover.